Historians are expressing concern over the recent revelation that a footman, rather than a senior courtier or a member of the royal family, was tasked with sorting through the late Queen's personal papers. This decision has raised eyebrows, but it's not entirely surprising. The man responsible for this crucial job is known as Tall Paul Wybrew, someone who was intimately familiar with the late Queen's wishes. His primary role is to ensure that any letters containing sensitive, damaging, or embarrassing content are identified and promptly destroyed before they find their way to the royal library. Naturally, Mr. Wybrew has his defenders, with at least one distinguished royal biographer commending his work in sorting through letters and diaries. However, the true effectiveness of his efforts remains to be seen. This practice of carefully curating the historical record is not new for the royals. Throughout their history, they have often chosen to destroy documents that might cast them in a negative light. Even Princess Diana was not spared this treatment, as her personal papers were subjected to scrutiny and then destroyed twice. Following her death in 1997, her mother, Frances Shand Kidd, along with her sisters Sarah and Jane, combed through her files, removing intimate and personal correspondence that was subsequently burned. The goal was to ensure that nothing would be left behind that could tarnish Diana's legacy in the years to come. Princess Margaret, fiercely protective of the Queen Mother's reputation, similarly went through her possessions, searching for any letters or notes from Diana. She wrote to her mother about her efforts, mentioning how she had cleared various pieces of furniture and had documents taken away for burning instead of archiving. This action meant that scholars would never have the opportunity to explore the correspondence between Diana and the Queen Mother. Diana and the Queen Mother had their differences, particularly when Diana's marriage to Prince Charles faced difficulties. The Queen Mother sided with her grandson Charles, urging Diana not to act foolishly. Her lady-in-waiting, Ruth, Lady Fermoy, happened to be Diana's grandmother, which further strained their relationship. Diana began to distrust both of them, and it's unclear whether she expressed her feelings in letters or other writings that have now been lost to history. Princess Margaret, too, had her share of intriguing correspondence, particularly with her lover Robin Douglas Home during her troubled marriage to Lord Snowdon in the 1970s. These letters could have historical significance due to Margaret being the first royal divorcee since King Henry VI. It's unclear whether these letters were preserved or consigned to the flames. The task confronting Tall Paul is indeed a complex one. Queen Elizabeth II, known for her sharp eye and tongue, likely had much to say about the politicians, celebrities, foreign royals, and even her own family members. Her correspondence with Prince Philip remains a mystery, leaving historians to wonder what insights into her life and thoughts might be lost forever. The royal couple had a lengthy and prosperous marriage, but it was not without its challenges. Shortly after their marriage in 1947, Prince Philip was deeply upset when he learned that their children would not bear his adopted surname, Mountbatten. This decision, privately supported by the Queen, caused a sense of betrayal for Philip. The question arises, were these feelings ever expressed in written form, and if so, do those letters still exist, safe from the threat of destruction? Philip also had a reputation as a charismatic figure with a fondness for the company of ladies. Though nothing was ever proven, his name was linked to various women, including club owner Helene Cordet, actress Merle Oberon, aristocrat Sacha, Duchess of Abercorn, and in later years, Lady Penny Romsey, now known as the Countess Mountbatten. Did the Queen ever feel betrayed? And if she did, what did she write in response to such situations? Will these correspondences escape the flames, should they ever be discovered? As for Queen Elizabeth II herself, her intimate letters remain a mystery. While no one has suggested infidelity in her 73-year marriage to Prince Philip, it is known that during a turbulent period between the births of Princess Anne and Prince Andrew, she had a crush on her frequent dance partner and equerry, Lord Plunket. They shared happy moments together when Philip was away on his travels. Sadly, Lord Plunket passed away at the age of 51 from cancer, and the Queen commemorated their bond by erecting a memorial temple in the Windsor Great Park, an honor bestowed on no other royal courtier in history. What did their letters to each other reveal about their relationship, And will these letters ever come to light? The royal family's tendency to withhold personal correspondence is not a recent phenomenon. After Queen Victoria's passing, her close confidant, Indian servant Abdul Karim, known as the Munshi, faced emissaries from Windsor Castle demanding the return of hundreds of letters the Queen had penned to him over a 13-year period. Although Victoria referred to him as your dearest friend and your dearest mother in her letters, the extent of their closeness will forever remain a mystery because those letters, along with countless others, were consigned to the flames, their royal bonfire burning for days. So, will we ever gain insight into the innermost thoughts and feelings of Queen Elizabeth II through her most intimate correspondence? The answer is almost certainly no. The Queen's unparalleled reign has been built on the enigmatic persona she crafted around herself, a queen who was visible to her people, who engaged with them, and who became the most renowned woman in the world, all while guarding her personal feelings, opinions, joys, and sorrows. Preserving this enigma is the task entrusted to her faithful footman, Paul Wybrew. Dear friend, if you like everything new about the royal family and don't want to miss all the novelties, subscribe to our channel and like it. By doing so, you take part in our development. We work for you.